best way to cushion a person on a new hero is to throw it into the mid lane. Okay. You don't have to, you know, fully understand the laning mechanics of it, because the kind of creeps and farm come to you. So I kind of like the fact that they have allowed Amar a little bit of a kind of a cushioned entry this game at least. Then again, of course, Sumo isn't playing mid once more.
I mean, yeah, that's something to consider. And I mean, we had that interview. We don't even know where the hell these players are going to be going. You know, we random in our trying to figure out what's going to happen.
A little bit, yeah.
But it is sort of speaking to the fact that this find identity and
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Together, so look for a very aggressive, you know, 15 minutes from this
death ball strat as we ball this time. I was hoping to see them.
It's a banger, but unfortunately, you do need to tell your tier 2s to get a tier 3 and what?
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's a convoluted process of, you know, getting some treasures, then buying some keys of shards, and then you get some tier 1s, you're ready for a tier 2, then you do some shenanigans. And
if anybody would like to gift it to me, feel free. Very happy to accept that.
There we go.
As we get into this game now.
Have you ever done that before in a cast? Oh, wow. Nice.
But you can see right now 10-2 on that Storm Spirit mid, and only hit so far for Amar. Starting to get the treatment a little bit in the mid from Noob.
Yep, this will be the issue when you put in your offlaner / carry into the mid lane. He isn't going to be well versed in mechanics. He's not religiously playing mid. So that's where, you know, we saw in the previous series with Nisha and the Noob here, it's going to be a little bit difficult to at least muscle up against some of these laners.
Taking a look here, top lane, Kyrie being a
stop you.
PA 2000 survivable. All three of the lanes right now Thunder go quite well. Big disparities of that Storm versus the not been able to said mechanics, everything else comboed together, and if you're careful, you can be brought down low here.
I can already feel the discomfort from Nigma's lineup right now. Rudy have really strong side lanes. Means they're not going to be able to help rotate to mid lane without also further losing the side lanes. And I'm new, rushing this mid lane, the 6-minute rune is going to be super vital. But I feel like I would be surprised if Rudy wasn't able to take it based on the trajectory so far for lanes.
That is certainly a concern. Amar walking on up,
Radiant
get one of the water runes
fortified.
and trade him out. At least gets the bottle refill.
Not
up there. Yeah, the snowball that could come out from a Storm Spirit being tested is dangerous.
You almost had that.
You already see from Quickfire he's going for the Falcon Blade. Mana regen, bit tankier. Going to treads and just look for the fight. It'll be interesting to see what option of Storm he wants to go. This is the type of game that I think an early BKB probably would be great. Of course, against Silencer, if in global, there's a lot of counterplays to make there, so I'd like to see him go quite defensive on his Storm, even if he's having a great time in lane, just to make sure he can continue forcing the game with his playstyle.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest with you, if I start thinking about a Storm Spirit with a Falcon Blade, them trying to group up around this, like, mech or what have you on Doctor, that sounds scary as hell, because he's already got these, like, items that setting up. But yeah, across the other lanes, Rao starting to for a little bit is hit Amar. Trouble there, brought very low by Noob. Crowd after. Have to head over and pick up another one.
Yeah, and in bot lane as well, it's like you see Sumo and Kuroki, they're kind of throwing some spells out on this Eye Witch Doctor. It's like, okay, they're full HP. Like, any spells they do, it's like, this is why this combination is so potent, because it just survives the entire time, especially if Wood's able to keep up mana at least. But that should be coming out on his career as well. It'd be interesting actually if they change up the build, again on like Holy Lockets, Mana Boots, and just basically auras. But maybe they have a different read on the combo. But Gaming Gladiators, they've kind of already showcased its ultimate strength so far.
I'm just thinking about that level 6 coming up. I mean, it's a very chill game right now, but you can slightly agree for Noob.
And yeah, just keep chilling, keep farming, and that'll be the downside of having the Witch Doctor. It's not like you can be super on the map and play on rotations.
Nice play there. It's a haste for Noob. Gonna have to go for a little zip out, but might be in trouble at this moment. Tango rolls back and forth, catches him there, pushes high ground, but that does reveal the ward. Are now where's the high ground, trying to get away from Noob, pops the haste, but the pullback is still going to be there, keeping more damage onto him, and Sumail waveforms through, and they're going to be fine. And by the way, this is an enormous...
And one of those make or break moments where if you can see the map, wait for an item, and then take the fight and lose, it can be rough. And Kaori, it can always be rough playing support when you poke your head up into the enemy to prove it with a fight, right? Maybe, yeah. Okay.
Harry.
At least we're seeing some healing stats pop up on screen, but yeah, realistically for earlier, I think the reason why that fight... Kaori's gonna die here, but it's fine.
Maybe.
I lied to you.
He gets the
I
push
lied to
stone
you.
down. They take the Aegis. I think that counts as a real death. And finally, Kairi's going to be brought down. Dr. Ulti still going. Amar gonna roll on by and roll on out. Want to get caught here to walk into it.
Yeah, they should be able to
Jump in from downtown. They try and find him right away and gonna catch onto that silencer. It's a big kill to get if they can get him. The stun is there. The Witch Doctor bounce back and forth, but enough heal coming out that they get that global off. But down on the low ground, TA2000 trying to kill off Amar, doing a good chunk of damage. But Curl, he TP's back in and gets right on top of the Drow. Cutting off some of that agi with Tayo and Witch Doctor gone. These heroes do not have the sustain, and TA2000 in a ton of trouble. They buy back on Io, want to come in to save TA2000. The heal is there, and now the turn they take out Sumail. They're going to blow them all up, and well, one after the other. Nigma starting to fall. Mar's going to have to cancel that tether to get the Drow not taken back home. A huge win for OT. Amar
is under attack.
Still, 35 minutes in, sitting behind TA2000. I think they're ready to keep momentum going. There isn't going back with the top side of the map, and the global comes out. They got him caught. He's dead. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but
Radiant's
high
bottom
ground for some
tower
vision.
is under
find a
attack.
way to hold here.
Now just throw the loader film in, let him click away.
Very, very bizarre game so far, starting with 5-on-5 fights with nobody dying, turning into buildings dropping quickly.
Radiant's bottom tower
Spread out
has
across the
fallen.
other side of the map, and now slow, steady push that we knew could come out from this roster. The pullback onto 2. Do they have a second round of it? Now they do manage to connect onto both of them. X there, the silence is onto Drow. Amar finds some time because it's solo Storm on Noob, trying to find kills, and he's not getting it. Kuro still backing away. They thought about that jump with the stun. Wasn't able to quite connect it. Now Sumail is turning to TA2000. TA2000 not hitting very hard with almost no agi, but another he zips into it. Sumail caught, but the turn now onto Storm, he's dead. The Witch Doctor ulti doing some damage, but Sumail is so strong right now on this Morphling. Manages to kill him off once. Can they do it again? Omar wanted to go in for the save and tries to make him play, and it is going to be enough. Good play by the IO to get Drow out, but it cost, well, soon to be for their lives.
We kind of got baited by how survivable they were. The fact that that engagement, Morph short and dies on the okay back, but they're like, you know what, we're not dying.
5. That would be a really good window for them. And Noob shows.
As bots though, they have outposts as well.
1000. Keeping their eyes on him, they break it already. That's Lincoln's fuse. Sumail, Waveform in. Amar tries to find him. TA2000, they reveal with the gem. Noob wants to get in here to try and get to the fight. He actually TP's onto the creep wave. They've already killed off Kaori. The pullback onto 2. Good damage out. Second salvo. Do they have enough damage to kill him off in time? GH Ghost Scepter gets the turnaround onto the Witch Doctor. Sumail, he's in some trouble. Broken. Waveforms in onto TA2000, trying to get him. He switched into the Morph, doing so much damage out there. Sumail trying to stay alive, but the pullback the second round. Noob is keeping him there. Omar was there for the turn with the heal. And at the end of it all, is looking like Warrior coming out on top. But look at the base. The tier 4 towers are getting hit back at home. Also inside of nothing right now that breaks the attribute shift.
And Disruptor just pick up Axe. And he's hidden right now. No one's seen him.
Way needs to be careful. That Disruptor Axe could be huge if they manage to find it. Just to stay out of visions. There's no chance for anybody to click on him. the top. Shiva's guard is out, trying to create some disruption. And Noob right on top of it, he's in trouble. Sumail starting to beat away at him, and they jump in with Witch Doctor to try and save. He also is in trouble.
A massive static storm.
That was exactly what they needed, but now they need a little bit more. Noob jumps in. That's after the buyback. MC backing away too. They're able to get the pullback onto both of them. But Amar, and keeping him away, MC is already dead, but Sumail waveforms out. Now this is going to be mega creeps if they can finish this one off, but they managed to find a bash. The stun is there, the gust, and now the Mortimer's Kiss is coming down onto TA2000. She is stuck, starting to drop lower and lower. This is only going to be life 1 if they can get it.
Another kinetic build.
Looks like close to getting Amar right on top of TA. Finds it there with the cookie stun. The melee rack still lives. All of this heal is there, but it's not enough. She goes down once. Can they kill her again? TA2000 turned upon now. Omar there, keeping her survivable. Another round of swashbuckle forward. The Witch Doctor's completely out of mana. The battery of heal only lasts as long as your energy goes, and they take down the Drow. Unreal. Omar. They found Omar as well. They find him. The roll is backing out. Nigma still have an idea that he's over on this side. He shows on this wave, which he is right now. Can they catch him? GH runs in. Static Storm's down. He doesn't have buyback. Aeon Disc to try and stay alive, but he is in trouble. And that is going to be Noob dying. It's down to Drow. Can she do it with these other supports? 3 support heroes, basically.
Witch Doctor IO, they have to throw some bodies in. They're the ones with buyback. They have to buy as much time as possible. Open over extension.
Oh, no buyback there, like you said. Sumail steps forward. TA2000, the waveform in, able to get the voodoo switcheroo for the moment. Ancient starting to fall. 70 seconds without the storm. Amar, they go back in. Coyote, he's in trouble, going to die. Double tombstones down. Amar bouncing back and forth in the fountain, while the rest of the team trying to take this down. Drought does have a rapier, but do they have the ability to do the damage that they need? Amar very much in the fountain, still trying to do what damage they can, but Sumail eyes on the prize, and the disarm is there. They don't have a way to stop it.
Over.
The smile from Sumail as they get the win. Just under 60 minutes in, and those are some smiles of a well-earned victory.
What an exhausting game on it.